Hi Vintage Bakers! Today I'm in the kitchen making cranberry cheesecake squares.
A rich and creamy cheesecake layer on top of a crumbly oat crust. Vibrant cranberries and a toasty topping make this simple dessert a treat for any occasion.
Perfect for holiday gatherings, these bite-sized treats are a decadent blend of tangy, sweet, and silky smooth indulgence, and the perfect recipe to use up any leftover cranberry sauce.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make cranberry cheesecake squares.
I'm going to start this recipe with the crust. To a large bowl, add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1½ cups of rolled oats, and 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Give this a quick mix, and then I'm going to crumble in 1 cup of soft butter. I've already cut the butter into little chunks, and I'm just going to crumble it into the dry ingredients with my fingertips, breaking up the butter and rubbing it in until I have a soft, crumbly mixture. I'm going to sprinkle half of this into a rectangular casserole dish and then set the other half aside to use as the topping at the end. Press the base into the bottom of the casserole dish, either with your hands or a flat-bottomed cup. Now I can bake my crust in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius oven for 15 to 20 minutes, or until set and lightly toasted. For the silky smooth cheesecake center, add 1 8-ounce brick of softened cream cheese and beat together with 1 can of sweetened condensed milk and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Scrape down the bottom and sides of the bowl a few times as you go to make sure everything is getting mixed in evenly. Now I can pour the rich and creamy cheesecake mixture on top of my pre-baked crust. Smooth it out to the corners and edges of the dish. For that fruity pop of color and brightness, I'm going to be using a can of store-bought cranberry sauce. If you're using homemade or leftover cranberry sauce for this recipe, you'll need about 2 cups of fresh cranberry sauce. To help the sauce stay put after the squares are baked and cut, add in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Stir this into the sauce until everything is evenly incorporated, and then spread this gently onto the cheesecake layer. Make sure not to mix it into the cheesecake, but just spread it over the top. And finally, I can sprinkle over top the reserved crumble that I set aside at the beginning. Sprinkle this evenly on top, making sure to go all the way out to the sides and corners of the casserole dish. And this dreamy dessert is ready to go back into the oven and bake for another 40 to 45 minutes, or until the crumble topping is toasty and golden. Remove from the oven and let it cool slightly before garnishing the top of your cheesecake with 3/4 of a cup of white chocolate chips. Allow the cheesecake bars to cool to room temperature and then chill in the refrigerator until set. Slice into squares and serve. These easy cheesecake squares are sweet, creamy, and bursting with seasonal flavors. This easy dessert's rich creaminess is balanced out perfectly with the tangy sweet cranberries and toasted oatmeal crumble, making this festive cranberry cheesecake an irresistible treat. These squares are the perfect addition to any dessert table from Christmas to New Year's and beyond. Enjoy! Happy holidays! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.